What's up, guys? So I got this new pair of Knicks in a couple days ago. So I figured I'd do a video on them before I actually really started wearing them, just so we could get like a baseline of really what it looked like new. These are uh, the Predator Steel MTO. I kind of spec this kind of like a like Knicks Robert model, basically. It's 6-inch high. It's got a roll top. It's got gunmetal hardware. It's on the 55 last. Toe shape there. It's got a soft toe. Dogger heel profile, brown edge finish, and I got it on a V-bar sole there. If you don't really know what the Predator series of leather is, it's a leather that's tanned by Horween. Uh, it's a it's a combo tan leather, so it's chrome tanned and veg tanned. Uh, in the Predator series, they have this Predator Steel. They have Predator Orange that Nyx offers as well, and then there's Predator Whiskey, and Nyx is doing kind of like a limited run of those too. It's a real nice leather. It's not too stiff. It's a little more stiff than your Chromexel leathers. It's got almost like a fuzzy feel to it. Like you can see there, like I'm moving the nap of it around. Uh, not quite new buck, but I mean it's like that's really the only way I could describe the feel of it is kind of like a super short, super fine, almost new buck feel to it. And it when you wear them and like your pant cuff rubs on it, it'll knock all that nap down and get it like real smooth. So you'll get like these shiny spots in the like the high friction points. Gives it like a shiny burnished look to it almost. So this, especially with how light this color is, I'm sure it's probably gonna change pretty dramatically over a long period of time. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I think that'll be pretty cool. Uh, yeah, so I kind of spec'd it to be close to like Nick's Robert model. Um, the 55 last. If you're not familiar with that, it's kind of like a really a really common last in Pacific Northwest boots. Like Franks uses it, Whites uses it, and kind of like in my head when I think of a Pacific Northwest boot, I kind of think of this, like taller heel and higher arch in a boot. So it's kind of like that almost classic Pacific Northwest look to it. Um, so I got this spec with a rolled top, and just what I've noticed is it's 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 a lot different than the other rolled tops that I've got from Nyx. It looks like they've actually, I don't even can't really see that. So you can see where they rolled it there. They actually skived the leather down, so it's like really almost paper thin, and then rolled it so it's not, the roll isn't anywhere near as pronounced as some of my other ones that have the rolled top. It kind of makes the opening up here a little more flexible. Uh, I actually think I prefer like the beefier rolled top of the previous ones that I've gotten from them. And I haven't really seen them say that they're going to start doing that, so that's kind of a bummer that it isn't what I thought I was going to get. But I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's mostly an aesthetic thing. Um, I don't. It would still probably take forever to wear through that, but I mean, it's paper thin up there. So hopefully I don't gash it or anything. Uh, I didn't get a pull loop on this one. I'm not really a fan of pull loops on like 6-inch boots. You know, I I don't really feel like I need them, and they kind of just get in the way. Like your pant cuff will get caught on it. So I didn't get it with a pull loop. I got it with the separate backstay and uh, heel counter cover there. It has it comes with a black tongue, and it came with black laces also. But I don't know. I felt like that was too much black, so I just switched it out for these regular leather laces. It's got like the dogger heel profile. You can see there how it angles in there, and the 55 lasts in kind of comparison to the H&W. Like they're like the toe is kind of close. The 55, maybe it's in my head, but it just kind of seems narrower in the toe box than the H&W. Just I mean slightly, and that may be just me looking at it from a different angle or something. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of looks a little more narrow up front than the H&W. Um, it doesn't really feel like it though. Uh, Sizing, I'm a 12D Brannick, and I actually got these in an 11.5D. Uh, some people take the 55, they'll go a full size down from Brannick and then up a width. I've actually done that. I tried that out. I've got a pair of Urban Loggers that I did a full size down from Brannick and up a width, and it fits fine up front, but just kind of the usual thing with me, just because I don't know, I like my heel to ball of foot ratio is apparently really weird. I've got like a pretty narrow the waist of my foot, like the arch area, and the heel is kind of a lot more narrow than the ball of my foot. So in that Urban Logger that's 11E, if it's fine up here, like it's not too short. It fits the ball of the foot fine, but just back here, it's a lot more loose than I prefer in a boot. So I just went 11.5D with these, and they fit perfect. Uh, so that's kind of my my size in the 55 last. Like I've got pairs of whites on the 55 last, and it's the same way. Like I wear 11.5D in those also. But yeah, this is what they look like so far. Uh, Kind of looking forward to seeing what how this leather is gonna kind of look after a lot of wear. Uh, I've seen in pictures where sometimes it looks the Predator steel looks kind of really dark gray. I've seen sometimes where it looked really light gray, like almost like a heather gray, almost like like a really light gray. And in person, it is pretty gray, which is a first for me. Usually, like the gray boots that I usually buy end up not being all that much gray. This is kind of like I don't know, like a stone gray. You can kind of see like the brown undertones of it in person. But yeah, I'd say it's you know pretty gray, which is nice for once. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Kind of wanted to show you guys before I started wearing them, because I have a feeling this leather is probably gonna change a lot over its lifespan. So give us a good baseline, see what it looked like. But yeah, that's them. Predator Steel on the 55 last. I'll see you guys in the next one.